Day 9. Power or Truth? I couldn't stop the chill that ran down my spine when the alien let out his cry. Now, let the journey begin! A storm of thoughts collided in my mind all at once. What kind of machine do these beings use for time travel? Is it safe for a human whose physiology differs from theirs? Is time travel painful? What if my fragile body can't handle it? Do their laws of time resemble ours? Will we travel to Earth first, or into Earth's history? My brain felt like it was on the verge of combustion. The alien's mocking laugh jolted me out of my spiral. What's wrong, Earthling? You look fragile. The room tilted beneath me as I tried to steady myself. I'm fine, I said. Ready? His grin sharpened. Then sit. I glanced around. The room was still empty, just the bed I'd gotten up from. But before I could question him, and as if summoned by thought, a chair materialized before me. It looked bizarrely human. High-backed like a luxury gaming chair, crowned with a translucent visor that pulsed red, yellow, green. I frowned. What is this? Where's the time machine? He chuckled, savoring my confusion. Didn't you say time travel is fantasy? That at best, we can only observe the past? The words landed heavier than I expected. Some desperate part of me had still been clinging to an impossible hope. To see the Prophet ﷺ, not through books or hadith, but with my own eyes. To sit among the Sahaba, his companions. To hear his voice, unfiltered by centuries. I knew most companions couldn't bear to gaze directly at his luminous face. I knew such a moment was beyond reach. But the longing had never died. I sat down. The visor lowered gently over my eyes. A soft vibration moved through the seat. Then came a voice, calm and almost human. Please select a year. I hesitated only briefly before whispering, 613. The year the Prophet ﷺ declared his message publicly after 3 years of private dawah. Location prompt unlocked. Please choose a historical site. Mount Safa, I said without thinking. Confirmed. Beginning neural simulation. Standby. Everything around me dissolved. Darkness, then light. Simulation. Makkah, 613. CE, Mount Safa. Midday, dust, heat, silence. Then, his voice echoing with divine clarity. O sons of fear, O sons of Adi. Makkah trembled. The cry was unlike anything it had heard before. It pierced the desert air like lightning. I was turned, toward the source. This wasn't a screen. It wasn't even VR. I was there. My senses were synced with the memory of time itself. I saw the Prophet ﷺ, standing high on the rocky crest of Mount Safa, framed by burning sun and trembling sky. His voice called again, resonant, thunderous, filled with urgency and love. The Quraysh emerged from alleyways and shaded doors, curiosity drawing them to the mountain. I recognized some faces from the Sirah. Abu Lahab, Abu Jahl, Abu Sufyan. All younger. All unaware of the storm about to begin. The crowd stilled. And then he asked, if I were to tell you that an enemy cavalry was massing behind this valley to attack you, would you believe me? Murmurs, nods. Voices rang out. Yes, we've never known you to lie. And then? Then know that I am a warner to you before a severe punishment. The words struck the air like a divine explosion. Makkah itself seemed to flinch. I felt it, in my chest, the gravity of what had just been unleashed. But then came the interruption. A harsh, angry voice, familiar and jarring. May you perish all day long? Is this why you gathered us? Abu Lahab. And with that outburst, the truth snapped into place. This wasn't just theology. This wasn't about idols or rituals or personal belief. This was war. A war on their hierarchy, their wealth, their manufactured authority. A war on the myths that justified their privilege. From the very first public call, they understood. La ilaha illa Allah wasn't a slogan. It was a detonation. It meant their gods were false. But more than that, it meant their systems were false. Their power was illegitimate. Their laws were disposable. Islam wasn't asking for tolerance. It wasn't offering to coexist. It was announcing, this way of life will reign, and everything else must go. A tremor passed through me. Had I always missed this? I'd thought Quraysh rejected Islam because of their love for stone idols. But now, had I confused symbolism for substance? Had I reduced an entire revolution to an argument over statues? A low sound broke the silence. The alien was standing beside me, arms crossed, expression unreadable. Is that truly what you believed? He asked quietly. That they mobilized their entire society just to defend a few meaningless rituals? I wanted to speak, but I hesitated. The simulation had said more than any debate could. He stepped closer, voice dropping to a whisper. You still don't understand. Then he turned and walked away, his shadow disappearing through the holographic mist. And I was left alone. Surrounded by Makkah, by Mount Safa, by questions I never even knew to ask.